let's look at defining what a computer system is. Before we get into that, let's talk about computers today. They're all around us in different shapes and forms, be it your laptops, your desktop computers, your calculators, your smartphones, and you have computing power in devices such as printers, and even many computing processors exist, and computing power exists in everyday objects such as cars that you see around you. A computer system is one that's able to take in some inputs, process them, and create a set of outputs. This is done by a combination of what's known as hardware and software. So the diagram here shows what the idea of a computer system is in its most basic form. Computer system has one or more inputs to provide data. The data is processed in some way, and the outcome of the processing is sent to an output. It may be stored in storage until some event happens, so it can be output. For processing to take place, there needs to be a set of instructions that lets the computer know what needs to be done. That's known as the program. The computer system that is flexible is able to load a different program or a different set of instructions from its storage. So our input to our computer consists of commands or data that is entered into the computer system, usually by a device like a keyboard or a mouse. The data then is put into digital data that can be processed by the computer. Example of processing that could be placed could be sorting something into alphabetical order, or if you scan in an item from a barcode, you could retrieve the price of an item as is done in a supermarket. Once the processing has taken place, it's outputted in a suitable format. So for example, in our shopping example, a receipt might be processed in printed format for a user. A digital display, if you're at a petrol pump, shows how much fuel has been delivered into the fuel tank and the cost of that fuel. Or you might get an audio system signal from an alarm which has detected smoke in the room. Hardware is the term for any part of a computer that you can physically touch or pick up or hold or move about the room. Examples of hardware include the monitor where you can see what you're working on, the keyboard where you can input data, or the mouse. And then there's internal hardware inside the case of a computer, which we'll go into more detail on in the rest of this lesson, such as the processor or the CPU, or the motherboard, which is the main board of the computer that holds most internal computer components. The software are that set of instructions or those program instructions that allows you to run applications on a computer. There's a couple of main types of software. You have the operating system, such as the Windows or the Mac operating system, which controls the settings or can control the hardware of the computer. The other kind of software is called application software, such as Microsoft Word, which helps you type something up. So it just allows you to do certain jobs on the computer. Another example of application software is game software. To summarize, computers come in many forms and are often embedded within other devices such as a mobile phone. A computer system consists of inputs and outputs along with a processing section. A program is a set of instructions that a computer carries out to process data. Both programs and data can be stored and retrieved by the computer system. A computer system can change tasks by loading different programs. The physical part of the computer is known as the hardware. And the instructions or program forming an application is called the software.